and gentlemen, and welcome to Utah Hockey. I am Patrick McGann alongside Jay Sewell. We're bringing you the University of Utah versus Grand Canyon University tonight here at the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. Currently announcing the starting lineups for both teams. Grand Canyon has already been announced, and currently announcing the Ute starting lineup. And that was your national anthem, ladies and gentlemen, and we are just about ready to drop the puck here tonight between the Utes and the Antelopes of Grand Canyon.
Yeah, so we've got the Utes coming in 4-6 on the year, and the Grand Canyon Antelopes, they're called the Lopes, are 2-7 on the year. Their stats are 30 goals for, 57 against, pretty much mirroring the Utes with only 10 games, 30 goals for and 40 against. So tonight will be a good contest to see. We got Anderson in goal with a 3.65 goals against average and a .887 save for Utah, and Barbarash 4.75 goals against average and a .880 save percentage. So both teams probably had a selection. All the goalies, all five, 3 on the Utes and 2 on the Grand Canyon Lopes, have all seen action this year. So we'll see if it's a goalie contest or if it's track meet.
And as we saw last time, 2 weekends ago when Utah opened up their Division I play here in Salt Lake City, Landon Anderson had himself a good couple of games as Utah beat Colorado State their opening D1 weekend. And here again, playing D1 Grand Canyon University. Utah last weekend went out to North Dakota to play Jamestown and Minot State. Unsuccessful on 3 attempts with those 2 teams, unfortunately, but good exposure as both those 2 teams are in the ACHA top 25 currently.
And it was a good test of playing some really good ranked teams, and the margins weren't that bad compared to last year, so the team's definitely on the upswing.
And indeed, is now early on, Dix is going to go to the box.
It's like an interference call.
And there'll be an early power play for the Lopes.
Trying to plead his case, but sometimes referees are deaf. Even more so, sometimes they're blind.
Yeah, he's not too happy about the call, and not even 20 seconds into the game we have a power play.
Yeah, and Bo Bertinoli cannot be happy about that. That's been a trend the last 3 years, is a parade to the box for Utah. Very aggressive, both on their power play, penalty kill, and this year they're a little larger, and they're also more skilled. So it'll be a good contest tonight.
So Grand Canyon with the puck. It's going to be Murphy sending it all the way into the zone for Cahill. Puck along the half wall now and into the corner as 2 Lopes going to fish the puck out. Puck ring around the boards and out of the zone, forcing Grand Canyon to regroup.
Yeah, Murphy couldn't hold it in, but he's my player to watch in the game. He's only got 1 goal in season, but he's got 7 points and 21 penalty minutes. So he's a fun player to watch. Every time he's on the ice, he's doing something. He's either taking the penalty, or dishing it off for a score to get that assist. And again, he's got a goal in the season.
I don't know if it's a coincidence, but Connor Murphy used to play for the Arizona Coyotes. Now he's on the Chicago Blackhawks. Also wears number 5. So wonder if there's any relation there, any correlation with that.
Yeah, I mean, the snipers get the goals, but you only have 1 or 2 snipers on a team. Then you have to have secondary scoring. Someone's got to be a playmaker. Everybody's got a role on a hockey team. And sometimes the best role on a hockey team sometimes is being on that 4th line, only getting 6 or 7 minutes a night. But you make those 6 or 7 minutes all the best, and it's usually your job to blanket the other team's high-powered offense.
So now it's Chow into the zone chasing Murphy as he sends it to his teammate around the boards. Chow applying pressure. It's now Mezek. Mezek off the boards to Payne. Payne into the zone. He comes with the puck. As he has the puck up at the blue line. Kramer. Across to Matos. And now it's Mezek. A shot. That one goes wide. It's Madrid up top with the puck now.
Payne was looking for that deflection right at the top of the slot. I mean, the bottom of the slot and right in front of Anderson.
Puck goes down. Shot. Saved by Anderson. Back up at the point now. As the puck gets trickled out there, and King tries to find Chow, but the puck was poked away there. Chow hacking at Madrid there. The Lopes have possession in the neutral zone. As that puck is sent out and the full length of the ice as icing is waved off.
That was a good penalty kill. Only 1 scoring chance there by the Lopes.
So back to even strength are the Utes. As Grand Canyon comes into the zone. Good block there by the Ute defense. Puck never even got to the net, and out of the zone it comes. As Grand Canyon has the puck again. They flip it into the zone. It's gloved there by Milic and sends out. Grand Canyon sends it back the other way for Milic. Milic with the puck now. Makes a nice couple moves. Milic into the zone. He comes. Milic dropping it off there. A shot. That one just goes wide. Good shot there by Landa Kusick.
Yeah, Landa Kusick, again, player, our leading point getter with 12 points on the season so far.
Here he is now. Landa Kusick backhand shot. That one goes wide. He follows up his own shot by retaining the puck. Keeping it in the zone is Meyer. Meyer with the puck. Sends it across.
Almost looks like a power play for the Utes, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. The Utes trying to center it, but it's blocked there by a Lope. And the puck does trickle out of the zone, but it's sent back in by Meyer for the Utes to change.
Yeah, smart play by Brett. Get some fresh legs on the ice.
As now it's Grand Canyon on the counter-attack. 3-on-2 if they hurry. A shot. That one doesn't even hit the net. And heads up and over wide as Larson has the puck. Sends it to a teammate. And a big hit there by Cahill in the corner. Now puck sent right back in by the Lopes. Paulo tips it to his teammate. The Utes on the counterattack. Landa Kusick, nice couple of moves there, but it's poked away by Grand Canyon. Puck kept in there, but then it trickled over to Casio. Casio into the zone. He goes, making a couple moves, but it's taken away there finally by Ensign. Just over 15 minutes to go here in the first period. It's the Utes. Paulo. In the zone he comes. Paulo around the defender and into the zone. Taking it deep and around behind. Centering pass in front. A backhand shot. And nothing comes of that. So it just goes
McCarthy
wide.
could smell that one, but just a little flash of the leather there by Barbarash.
Centering pass to McCarthy. But nothing comes of that. As now it's Grand Canyon on the counterattack. Weidenbaum. Centering pass. Paulo breaks that one up. Paulo again, assistant captain for the team. Sends it to Ensign. Ensign's pass just out of the reach of McCarthy. Nahara sends it right into the Lope zone for a full-out change for the Utes.
Yeah, another good opportunity. Send it deep, make the Lopes come up 200 feet at 4,800 feet altitude.
So it's Meyer. Taken away by the Lopes as their man is not quite pushed off the puck. So there's a scrum right in front of the Ute bench. And Grand Canyon tries to send it in, but a little bit of a whiff. But now they have the puck shooting. Glove save by Anderson.
Yeah, he had came out and challenged. He was at least 3 feet outside the paint and came down and cut that angle off. It's almost that issue that if you're far away and you hold your hand up, you can cover a lot of things with one finger.
Yep.
And that's why you come out. You close that gap and make the net look really, really small.
Anderson, very quality goaltender, freshman. He's been having himself quite the season so far. I heard he played very well on the North Dakota trip. As now it's Captain Alex King with the puck, sending it to Light. Light with a lot of speed.
He's a speedster.
As Chow goes in the corner to retrieve the puck. Light's there to help out.
Yeah, good puck support by both teams right now.
Now it's King a shot. That one's high. And it's going to ring around the boards and head out of the zone for the Utes to chase. It's Milich. Over to Cahill. Cahill finding Light. Light again, you can see his speed. Here comes Light. Having a shot. He scores! Light, what a goal!
Wow, that's a sniper's pair of hands right there.
Yes, indeed it is. Light getting the first goal of the night for the Utes, and that is not the first time we've seen those hands on display. If you were watching 2 weeks ago, he had himself a goal or two because those hands, because that accuracy he does have.
Yeah, and his, not only his shot selection pretty accurate, he also has so much speed and skating ability that he actually pulls, if he gets open in the neutral zone, he actually pulls away from players. And it reminds me of some of those players like Coffey, just all of a sudden 4 strides and they're out of the zone. And even though Light's not the tallest guy in the world, he certainly is able to skate very, very well and a great pair of hands.
So Utah up 1-0 very quickly here in the first period. Just with over 13 minutes to play. Nice backhand pass there by Grand Canyon. As Meyer in the corner retrieves the puck. DiBenedetto across and a couple tic-tac-toe passes, but that puck hits the stick of Jerome and goes into the Lope zone.
Yeah, once a puck gets in your skates, it's sometimes hard to kick it back up to your stick with that much speed.
Now it's Cordero centering pass. Nothing comes of that. Now it's Cronin up top. Shot from the slot, tipped a couple times and almost found its way in. Thankfully, it hit the top of the net for the Utes.
Bounced right over Anderson.
Yes, it did. He did not see where the puck was at. Landon Kusick applying some pressure here as Dix comes in and lays a hit on.
Yeah, finish your checks. Coaches love to see that.
It's Cordero in the corner still. DiBenedetto
And that soccer pass.
Pins him up, and now it's Dix with the puck. Dix into the zone. He comes. Defenseman pinching up here. Dix, nice little move. Poked away there by Kramer. Grand Canyon sending it around. And now it's going to be Landon Kusick on the puck. Ute still in the zone. As he sends it across the zone. Paulo trying to retrieve. He keeps it in the zone.
And that was an aggressive pinch by Powell.
And now it's Grand Canyon. Casio into the zone. High slot shot. And Cahill's stick blocked it. He lost his stick on the shot. As that puck comes out of the zone. Ensign flips it into the Lope zone. And it's McCarthy centering pass. Not enough room for Nahara to shoot. Nahara will carry it now and send it up top to Dix. Paulo. Paulo has some room to skate. Gets through a couple Lopes there. Centering pass. It's poked away. Grand Canyon couldn't find the puck. Nahara takes it. Has a shot from the point. Blocked up high by a Grand Canyon player.
Yeah, the scribbler coming in.
Now it's Paulo over to Ensign. Ensign rips it. Good block there by Murphy. And finally, the Lopes able to get the puck out of the zone. As Paulo rings it around.
Change. Yep, he needs to get off the ice. Smart move to get back in the box so you don't have too many men on the ice.
Now,
Yeah, there you get again in your feet. That's such a hard play when you have that puck in your feet.
and now Urch trying to make a play after it hits him in an awkward way. Play was just offside. I was about to say, at first, I definitely thought that was offside, but the whistle was a little delayed.
That was pretty close. But again, I think you might have to have your skate on the ice. You just can't kind of wave it over the blue line to get that. I think it actually has to touch the other side to make that touch up. And all he did is he waved that left foot over the blue line, didn't touch the ice, so he's offside. Even though he was trying to touch up.
So the Lopes win that draw. Just over 10 minutes to go here in period number 1. Utah scored a goal about 3 minutes or so ago, and it was Light with the goal. So now it's Romero, and now Grand Canyon on possession. They barely keep the puck in the zone, but it's Potach, a shot. Good save, and they score.
Yeah, they had exactly what you want. They had Anderson moving from right to left, and the shot, as soon as he was going left, the shot came back on him and just exposed that whole half of net. Good shot by the Lopes. Well, we have a break. Lopes fans out from Florida, Nancy Esmore, shout out to you. Make sure, glad you're watching the Utah broadcast on the YouTube channel.
And so it'll be a face-off at center ice now. Grand Canyon evening it up.
Yeah, that's a good answer by them because they were actually getting outplayed a little bit, and that's exactly what they needed to get back into this hockey game. A lot of hockey to play, though. We have 50 more minutes to play.
Definitely still a lot to be played. We're just getting started here in Salt Lake City. As Grand Canyon breaks it out now. They play this one off the boards, but it's picked off there by Paulo. But then number 9, Mezek for the Lopes, retains possession, and now they're in the zone once again. As it's Madrid having a shot.
I'm not sure what the shots on goal are so far. They're not posted up there yet, but it might be pretty even the way, from my perspective up here.
Definitely looks even up to this point. As that puck goes across. Madrid, a shot again. Good stick save there by Anderson.
You get some tired defensive players out here. They can't get a change.
As the puck sent back in the other way, Milic rings it around the boards. And Chow chasing for the Utes. And it's Murphy back with his teammate Kramer. The puck sent all the way in. Grand Canyon going to get a change.
Yeah, Paulo touched that puck, so no icing.
Now it's Light. Light's got the goal tonight for the Utes. Centering pass picked off there, and now Grand Canyon on the counter. As thankfully for the Utes, DiBenedetto's back. And Meyer just about kicks that one out. Big hit there.
Yeah, DiBenedetto is actually another player to watch on this team. He is very physical and doesn't mind mixing it up. Now we've got 2-on-1 developing here.
Now Grand Canyon into the zone shooting. Good save there by Anderson. I believe he got a piece of it, and that puck's going to bounce and skid all the way back down to the other side of the ice.
Yeah, no icing since it touched a GCU player.
And so a pass over to Jerome. Jerome one-time pass shooting. He scores! DiBenedetto! What a goal! And what a setup!
That was perfect. Man, it's just beautiful play, beautifully executed. No chance for Barbershop. And again, both of the goalies for Grand Canyon have seen a lot of service this year, and they're two wins and 7 losses. So it's going to be a good matchup.
For sure, and what a goal. Tic-tac and toe. That was perfect passing in the zone. They found all their lanes. They found an open shot. And that's just
perfect.
DiBenedetto tickle in the twine. As now it's Landa Kusick right away off the draw, having a shot. That one goes wide. Cahill pinned along the boards. As now it's Hernandez. Hernandez pushed off the puck to drop it off for Murphy. And now Grand Canyon bringing it back into the zone. But Landa Kusick takes that one away. Landa Kusick across the logo. Lost the puck, sends it in, gets a change. Just over 7 minutes to be played here in the first. Into the corner it goes. It's McCarthy. McCarthy centering pass. It's blocks there. Puck is cleared out of the zone, forcing Utah to regroup.
And they got tag up. Nice play by the defense, just waiting for their players to tag up.
Milic, a shot glove save there.
Yeah, might as well take him with Barbashev having a .88 save and 4.75 goals against. And he's almost halfway there tonight on his goals against average. So if I was Bo, just keep shooting it. No shot's a bad shot.
Definitely. As the Utes just want to keep laying it on net just like they have been as Grand Canyon wins the draw there. Madrid had the puck, and now it's sent out. A long stretch pass. Almost worked out there for Grand Canyon, but good defense there.
Yeah, they've been doing that. They've been putting a person way out in the neutral zone, almost on the blue line.
Chow over to Light. Light, a shot, good pad save. Good opportunity in the slot there for Light to get his second of the night. And now it's Light again. Light trying to make a move, and Grand Canyon player lost the stick there. Centering pass hits the pad of Barabash. As Cahill sends that one over to Chow. Chow, a nice move. He's just going to flip this one off the boards and into the zone.
Yeah, Chow last year took time off away from the team to go play juniors, and the improvement we've seen by playing so many games you play in juniors is remarkable. He's gotten bigger, he's gotten speedier, he's got better hands, and he also has a lot more tenacity, very physical.
Yes, he does. He has been one of the better players on this team this year. And again,
high stick.
Yes, it will be a high stick against Grand Canyon. Utah is going to head to the power play for the first time this evening. It's going to be number 15, Carter, heading to the box. He's not too happy about the call.
Yeah, it's always interesting because you're never going to talk your way, out of that penalty. You're going to the box. I've never seen a reversal of a call in doing this. It's the 8th year of broadcasting Ute games. I've never seen it.
So face-off won by the Utes, but they just kind of sent it in.
Yeah, they weren't quite set up. They had 3 people in the slot and only 2 people out on the wings, and I'm not sure that's the play they were looking for.
So now it's Meyer along the boards with the puck. Slides it up top to Dix. Dix over to Landon Kusick. Back up top to Dix. Dix firing. That one goes wide. As DiBenedetto keeps the puck in the zone by using his chest to keep that puck in, as King now has it in around behind the net.
Yeah, King is so solid on his skates that you're not going to bump him.
And a one-time shot from Landon Kusick. It didn't get to the net.
He got all of that, though.
He did. That was quite the powerful shot. But it's kept in there by Dix again. He sends it back into the corner for Meyer. Across the line to Kusick. Winding up, didn't shoot. Dix up top. Fakes a man out. Has a shot. Hits the crossbar with the shot from the point. And another shot. A good save there by Barabash with 5 minutes to go here in period number 1 and 1 minute to go on the Utah power play.
Yeah, so far it has been what we expected. We tried to get we thought we'd have a track meet, and we do. We have a lot of skill out here, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
So face-off going to be the right of Barabash. Won by the Lopes. Ensign chasing after the face-off. Paulo retrieves. Paulo up top to Light. Light has the puck. Finding a lane over to Paulo again. Paulo in the corner. Over to Light. To Chow. Chow whiffs on his pass. And thankfully he sticks with the play and doesn't lose that puck to the Lopers. That could have been a breakaway for them as Chow brings it back into the zone. And it's knocked out.
Yeah, you feel so bad when that happens, when you get your head up and you feel the puck, but it just slips under your or over your stick.
Puck goes to Ensign. Ensign, a shot! Hits the post with it. And good opportunity there as Chow's brought down along the boards there. Grand Canyon just trying to get the puck out. And
there goes their sleeper again.
There they go. Now it's number 9, Mezek on the kind of breakaway. Has a shot. Good save, Anderson. And, whoa, after the play, well, actually, the puck was never covered up. The referee was very quick to freeze the play there. Or I think the net was actually off its moorings.
And number 9, Mezek is having a little chat. Don't know if he hit his tailbone pretty hard, but Anderson was pretty aggressive with him.
Yes,
and say,
he
this
is.
is my crease, and I don't want anybody in it.
Usually, most of the time, you see your team sticking up for your goaltender, and this Ute team does do that very avidly. But even Anderson stands up for himself. You never usually see goalies get into it for the most part.
Well, that's what you really want in your goalie. Not only good positional play, but you want him to fight. You want him to fight for that puck all the time. Keep an eye on it, but you got to fight for that puck.
Indeed, you do, as that puck sent in. And now Utah, their man advantage is ending out of the box. And full strength for Grand Canyon as a shot by Di Benedetto goes wide.
Such a good play. He came right through the slot. Nobody touched him.
Shot from the point, and a laser of a shot from Landon Kuzik, but a good save there by Barabash with just 3:45 to go here in the first.
Really nice snapshot that Landeskog has. He had a very good slap. We saw him do the snapshot, slap shot, and a wrist shot so far in this game. He's certainly got the power with that stick.
So Di Benedetto taking the draw for the Utes, and after the tie-up, the Utes end up with possession.
Tried a saucer pass, didn't make it through.
As Grand Canyon just backhands that one into the Ute zone. Cahill across to Milic. To Di Benedetto on the logo. He's along the half boards. It's poked away, but kept in. Milic with the puck, high slot, having a shot, bouncing around, and the goaltender for Grand Canyon couldn't find the puck. Shot there from Landon Kuzik and a pad save. And now Landon Kuzik fighting for that puck in center ice.
Yeah, so far Utes have tried 3 touch passes and they're 0 for 3.
As Landon Kuzik has the puck now, pressure on him in the slot. He has a shot anyway. What a save from Barabash!
Those are those highlight reels when
Wow.
you flash the leather.
Yeah, he was getting down in the splits and just threw his glove out there and bam, saved it. What a glove there from Barabash, just robbing Landon Kuzik in the slot.
Yeah, every save your goalie makes is one less goal your team has to score, which is so important.
Utah wins the draw and sends it back into the corner. Chow chasing, but it's picked up by Payne.
Yeah, Dix didn't have much option other than just send it in the corner as a lob. There's nobody open. Very nice coverage by the Lopes playing man-to-man in their zone.
So now that puck sent in by Dix, and it's going to be frozen up by Barabash yet again with 2.5 to go here in period number 1.
Those can be sneaky because you really don't expect those coming from from center ice, and sometimes the goalie just takes those a little too lightly, and I've seen them skittle through.
You see it every once in a while. These are always funny to watch on SportsCenter. As Cahill has the puck, having a shot, good stick save. As King is right on that rebound. As he's hit along the boards. King with the puck. Pass to Chow, and he's hit off the puck right away. And Grand Canyon picks up possession. It's Madrid in the corner, but he's hit hard by Chow. Chow and Light. Excuse me. It's Madrid. A shot there. Blocked. Another shot. Waiting is Paulo, but
What
it's
a
poked
nice
away.
move by Payne.
Payne was able to take the puck away. Because now it's King. A shot, good save. Rebound is loose, and the whistle's going to blow. And it looks like there's going to be some sort of penalty call as Paulo and Payne are getting into it.
Trying to draw the second penalty out of Powell. Powell didn't take the bait. So Payne in the box, 2 minutes. Having a little discussion, but a little rough by Payne. So Payne's got to sit. Puts the Utes back on the power play. Let's see what they can do. The shots are 11-6 in favor of the home team, the Utah Skating Utes.
Landon Kuzik going to take this draw against Aguirre. Utah wins the face-off. Landon Kuzik across. Nice pass by him. A shot. Shooting. He scores! It's Meyer putting the puck in the net. And it's a power play goal for the Utes.
Wow. I'm not sure what the breakdown that the Lopes had. They had 3 players on one, leaving 3 Ute players completely exposed. Puck comes out to Meyer. Meyer makes no mistake. Puts it in, and it's the back of the net.
Yeah, wide open shot for him. Great setup off the faceoff for the Utes. You got to imagine that was drawn up at some point. And the Utes taking a 2-goal lead here with just under 2 minutes to go in period number 1.
Yeah, those are those days when it was always fun to just kind of cruise by the goalie and say, hey, buddy, it's behind you.
So Utah getting after it early on in this contest. Good save there by Anderson. And
no!
Utah's going to put the puck in their own net after putting the puck.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling of a player to score on your own goalie. You know, you got Anderson expecting that player to take the puck away. Instead, he's finding the back of your neck. I don't know who the last player was. I was going to get credit for that. Who touched it last?
I was just about to say the referee was going over to the scorer's table to announce who did get that goal. I'm not quite sure who did, but... Well, Grand Canyon gets a freebie. Utah's got to get that one back.
Let's see if they answer here.
So it's Chow now. Centering pass to Light. He fends off a lope there. Chow falls to his knees as it's Cronin for the Lopes, sending a nowhere pass into the
Lopes
zone.
keep trying to keep somebody behind the defense, and so far Utah has not taken that bait. They've always had a man on the sleeper that they're putting into the neutral zone.
So just under a minute to go now, as that puck is centered, and Grand Canyon takes it away.
That went to the glove side right through the crease.
Nice move there by Murphy. He's into the zone. And the glove saved there by Anderson, who is just going to wisely cover that one up with 45 seconds to go.
So we're seeing a little bit of everything. We've seen some penalty called by both teams. We saw a fluke goal. We saw some sniping goals. It's a good match. 3-2. These teams seem to be pretty even in this period, although it's gone back and forth in zone time. But Utah's, I think, had the better zone time so far. But the scoreboard just isn't reflecting any dominance by either team.
Not quite, especially after that own goal by the Utes, as now Grand Canyon takes it in the zone. Nice couple of moves there by them. As now there's 30 seconds to go. It's Jerome passing that one over to Landon Kusick, who comes in with speed, and he's pushed off the puck. Good pressure there by Madrid on Grand Canyon.
Yeah, good defensive play.
As it's Madrid yet again with the puck, giving it up to the Utes. And now the Utes have it. A wraparound goal attempt in the slot. The puck is still loose. I can't even see it, and the referees blow the whistle. There was a wraparound attempt and then a rebound attempt, and the puck was still loose, and the whistle eventually blew.
Yeah, and Barber Bash stood his ground like they need him to. That gives your out players a lot of confidence when your goalie's fighting for the puck like that. Again, both goalies doing pretty well.
Yeah, I definitely say so. It's been a good, close matchup so far. Grand Canyon not giving an inch, nor Utah. As Grand Canyon wins that draw and sends it all the way down. As Meyer chases down for the icing, and the Utes will get one more face-off in the Lope zone with 3.2 seconds to go.
Now, if you're Bo, are you aggressive? Do you pull your goalie?
No, not yet. I always do think about that, though. You know, you never see it in the pros at all. You know, you never see it, with like 3 seconds left in the period. You never
see it in juniors. Yeah, with that 2 seconds or 1.2 seconds left, they'll put that extra guy on the ice. And I'm not sure I've ever seen it be successful, but it's an interesting play to have an empty net.
Oh, it very much is, but the horn's going to sound for the end of the first period. Goals aplenty as the Utes are up 3-2 at the end of the first frame here. Wow, what a good first period by both teams.
Yeah, and going to the locker room, both teams, I'm not sure what I would change. Play your game has been made famous by the 2000 or the what was it, the 1980 hockey team, the Olympic team, and it's just I think both teams are skilled. Both teams are not giving an inch, and it's really going to be who plays the full 60 minutes.
Indeed it is, but for now we're going to take a little bit of a break as both teams head to the locker rooms. We'll be back with more action in the second period as Utah is currently leading Grand Canyon 3-2 here in Salt Lake City. Don't touch that remote because we'll be back in just a few moments for the second period. Welcome back to Utah Hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Patrick McGann alongside Jay Sewell. We're bringing you Utah Hockey here from Salt Lake City, Utah. The Utes, I should say, a little repetitive there. The Utes up 3-2 after that first period and coming in, switching up the sides and looking to keep up that same intensity they started the game out with.
Yeah, both goalies have scuffed up their crease to make sure that they don't slide too fast on their pads and ready to go play some hockey.
So it's Dix with the puck now in the corner, sending it over to Meyer. Meyer backhanding it across to Jerome. Jerome sends it in. Landon Kusick chasing. But it's Grand Canyon on possession. It's Madrid across the logo and into the zone. Madrid making a move, but it's poked away there by Paulo and sent out into the opposite end.
You're going to wave that icing. That was Anderson, sent it all the way down 200 feet.
And now it's Jerome along the boards. Paulo calling for the puck, but it's poked away and kept into the zone, thankfully, and bounced right back to a Grand Canyon player. Now they're on the attack, having a shot backhand. Good stop by Anderson on the breakaway.
Yeah, really good goalie positioning. He just stood his ground, waited for the shooter to make the moves. The goalie's at a disadvantage if they make the first move.
So now it's Cahill backhanding it out of the zone. As it's now Green for Grand Canyon. High slot, shot pad, stop Anderson. Anderson's definitely a good goalie name. You got Frederick Anderson, the NHL goalie of the Toronto Maple Leafs. There's a shot from the point that one goes wide. Another good stop by Anderson. He made a second stop, puck's loose, and it goes out and wide. Grand Canyon setting up a play here. High slot shot tipped in. A great save by Anderson. Anderson, only a freshman, and he is playing like he's not a freshman, and we still have 4 more years left of his outstanding goaltending.
Yeah, he's been really standing tall. He guards his crease really well. He's feisty. But whatever the Lopes coaches said to their players, they're on fire right now. They want that goal back. They want that equalizer so they get back to playing an even-up hockey.
They definitely do, but the Utes as well, maybe not playing too much like it right now, but they want to get that own goal back. What happened in the first period. Now it's going to be Light with some speed. Light, nice move there by Chow, but it's going to be blown off sides. He made that move at the blue line with 17:50 to go here in the second.
Yeah, it's trying to be nifty with the puck, but it's sometimes better, like Light does, to try and skate the puck in. As you saw, the dump and chase here in the start of the period for the Utes just didn't work. They dumped it in, but they weren't able to get that forecheck on to go get that puck.
So now Grand Canyon wins the faceoff, but Utah applying some pressure, but that puck is gloved in the air by Aguirre. Brings it into the zone. And now King's going to take possession here. King passes it to himself off the boards. Nice play there by King into the zone, but he's pushed off the puck beautifully there by Cordura, and the puck's going to be frozen up there by Barabash.
Yeah, there's as the night goes on, and if this stays, we just saw a couple chippy plays here after the whistle, with the goaltender. There's always a game within the game.
Oh, always, yeah. We saw it 2 weekends ago against, 2 weeks ago, 1 weekend ago against Colorado State.
Yeah, CSU,
drawing a blank, yeah. A lot of feisty play both nights, and especially the second night, because Utah just frustrated the heck out of that Ram team, and they're looking to do the same thing tonight against GCU. They're doing a good job not taking as many penalties as they used to.
Yeah, that's really true, and I think that's a credit to Bo, who used to play. I think he's still the scoring leader, all-time scoring leader for the Skating Utes when he played here.
It's always good to have alumni come back and still want to be a part of the team. As now it's Landon Kusick along the boards fighting Weidenbaum.
No
puck
call.
comes out of the zone.
There's a call from the other side of the ice.
So delayed penalty on Grand Canyon. It's Milich flipping it off the boards. And Hernandez is going to touch that puck up, and Lope is going to head over.
Let's see what they're going to call here is a check from behind or interference with the cross check.
Hernandez wanted to get inside of the scorer's booth, didn't realize which door went to which area of
Well, that's
the
a good
ice.
point. This is GCU's first trip here ever, so I'm glad they came. They will be in our conference next year, both GCU and ourselves. Now going to be in the Western Hockey Collegiate Hockey Association for the ACHA, and what's nice about that is it's one of the at-large bids for the national tournament. The top 20 teams go, but there are 6 conferences. If you win your conference, you're an auto bid right into the tournament. So really speaks well for where this club has come in the last few last year. This is their 14th year in the ACHA, and done very, very well.
Also, Grand Canyon is new to the ACHA level this year. Just like Utah, kind of just getting their legs underneath them for ACHA D1 play. So when we go out there in January, it'll be our first trip to Grand Canyon University as well.
Yeah, another trip to Phoenix, and we do have to play Arizona down in next
Hunter
weekend or two.
Hunter on the breakaway makes a good shot, but a better save by Anderson. And yes, next weekend the Utes are heading down to Tempe to play Arizona State, one of the better teams in the ACHA, also finding themselves in the ACHA top 25. Arizona State, a hockey school, but you would never think that being in the middle of the desert. But, Jay, we were talking about it off the air. Arizona has a great hockey community forming.
Yeah, they really do, and it's tough to see that California can't get. They have no D1 teams. I'm not sure what's going on. What's called the Pac-8. Out of the Pac-12, there's 8 schools that have ACH hockey, but they're all D2 teams.
So now it's Dix in the corner. Dix in around behind Anderson, taking his time, trying to set up a breakout. He does so. Now it's going to be Landa Kusick with some speed. Landa Kusick, look at him go. Look at that speed. Takes it all the way in deep. Peeling back. Has Di Benedetto. Drops it off for him.
And they just didn't quite get set up for this power play so far.
So 20 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Utes. Anderson around behind his own net. He turns the puck over, and Grand Canyon's going to score.
One of my biggest pet peeves in hockey, Patrick, is goalies who think they can skate with the puck out of the net. Stay in your net.
That will be a teaching lesson for Anderson, and that's going to be a shorthanded goal for the Lopes.
Yeah, he just didn't know the player was that close to him. He came around his net. No way to get back in time. The fastest player on the ice is the puck. And as soon as that puck comes out front, you're at a disadvantage being completely right behind your net.
So 2 goals on the evening so far that Utah very much wants back.
Absolutely. But again, credit to the Lopes. They're just not bending down. They feel their legs. They're feeling pretty good, and that puck goes out in the stands. Souvenir.
Anderson, you almost got to play it like it's a golf game. He's got to forget about that. You can't let that affect his game going forward, or else it will affect his game going forward. He won't play like his usual self.
Yeah, golfers don't play 18 holes. They play 3 holes at a time. And it's the same here. You play with shift at a time. You don't play any other way. So the Utes are just struggling to set this power play up, and it's over. It's now 5-on-5.
So a shorthanded goal on that power play for Grand Canyon. They score shorthanded on the Utes. And referee's going to blow that play off. And some tensions flare after the whistle. As the referees figure this out, doesn't look like too many people are going to be going. Doesn't look like anyone's going to go to the box.
I don't think anybody's going to go to the box. I don't know what the whistle was for. Was it offside or?
I'm pretty sure the referee was pointing, so I'm pretty sure it was an offside call. But no one's going to go to the box, thankfully.
Yeah, let them play.
Definitely, let the boys play.
And that's the way the players like it. As long as they're consistent, if that's the way they're going to call it, just don't tighten it up in the third period.
Yeah, for sure. You want to keep a consistent game going the whole way through. And so Grand Canyon wins that faceoff. 14 and a half to go in the second period. Utah out shooting the Antelopes 17-13 so far this evening. As now it's Dix in the corner. Dix over to Landa Kusick along the wall. And now it's Di Benedetto with some speed. Brings it into the zone. And That lope there, Mattos, couldn't find that puck underneath him. But now it's Utah back on possession as Meyer has the puck now. Meyer into the zone, having a shot stick save by Barabash.
Nice that Jerome came back in support. Now, as soon as
and a trip there.
Oh, my gosh, that was almost a hack.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt a little bit. And Utah's going to go back to the power play if they're wise and don't take it unsportsmanlike. Dick's talking to Green.
Yeah, a little more discussion about grade point
I was about to
average.
say,
What classes are you taking? How close are you to graduating? Captains are smiling. They're talking to each other. And that's the beauty of hockey. It's a Warriors game. It's an Old Testament game. It's an eye for an eye, and here you have it. And they're going to shake hands. Not after this game. Division I, when you play back to back, you don't first night. It's only when the series is over when you have to do the handshake. But they'll come back and they'll each give a handshake, and off you go.
And you definitely have a lot of respect for your opponent, and hockey's one of those sports. You watch football, you watch basketball, the other major sports in the country, and you just don't see the same respect. These players are fighting each other, they're punching each other, they're hacking at each other, and at the end of a series, especially in college hockey, you always shake hands, but at the professional level, at the end of a playoff series, you're shaking hands and you're hugging other guys in the other team. You don't see that in any other sport.
And not only that, but it is definitely a skill type of play. Our guys hang out with the football team here at the university down in ranked 8th in the nation, and they from time to time get together and play touch football and things. And it's just amazing that they've never come out and played us on the ice.
Yeah,
skill that can't be touched. Plus, I think the coach would go absolutely insane if they put skates on.
Yeah, not too many football players can skate. That's why hockey's definitely underestimated in that aspect.
So
before you can even learn how to play hockey.
What was that? There's a 5-minute major. There's a 2-minute minor on Utah, and a 5-minute major. Kneeing. Yeah, that's an intense injury.
It did look like there was a little bit of a knee-to-knee contact, and that hurts. When you're playing hockey, knee-to-knee contact is one of the most painful things that can happen to you. As Landon Kuzik has a shot, and a good save there by Barabash. But
he's got a really heavy shot, doesn't he? Doesn't matter if it's a snapshot, slap shot, or his wrist shot is very, very heavy. It comes in hard.
Oh, yes, it does. Yeah, Landon Kuzik is...
He's got quite the shot.
Top talents on this team, and yes, he does. We've seen him tickle a twine quite a bit. We've seen him pick his spot and nail it. And looks like Bo Bertinoli talking to the officiating staff a little bit.
Yeah, Meyer's sitting down. The trainer's going to look at him. He's the one who took it, and he's feeling a little bit of pain. He's going to be visiting the trainer after the game, as well as probably tomorrow before the game.
Oh, for sure. That puck kept in by Paulo. Yeah, that room is full every time I clean up the broadcast equipment. You go down there, and that room is full of players. As Landon Kuzik tries to dance his way into the slot, as Paulo sends it around. Just over 13 minutes to go, and just over 4 minutes to go on.
There's their sleeper again, number 10, hanging out behind the defense.
And now it's Grand Canyon into the zone. They go. It's Madrid. Got 4-on-4 hockey for just a couple more moments here. Madrid walking in, not getting a shot on, but a good attempt. Slot pass, shooting. They score. A goal there by Carter for Grand Canyon, and they're going to take three
the lead.
Unanswered goals for the Lopes.
Yeah, and again, whatever was said in the locker room, they have actually come out with a lot more jump here in the second period. So good on them. And again, shout out to Lopes fan Kathy Sabola up in Minnesota, down in Austin, down in the meatpacking plant. And Lopes want to give her a shout out tonight's play.
Got someone watching from the state of hockey up there in Minnesota. I know GM AJ Bolden's a big Minnesota Wild fan.
Yeah, I grew up in Minnesota, but I'm still a North Star fan. I can't get into the Wild. They moved my team to Dallas.
Shot good block there. I'm sure you're not a Blackhawks fan then, because I'm a Blackhawks fan. I'm wearing my Blackhawks tie right now.
Well, when they left, since we didn't have a team, I wasn't going to support the Stars down in Dallas. And we were definitely Blackhawks fans.
Breakaway here for the Lopes. Having a shot, they score. It's Green for the Lopes. 2 goals just like that. 4 unanswered goals.
Yeah, definitely taking control of this game right now. You just got to just don't try to get it all back at once, even though they're going to have 3 minutes of penalty to shoot at will. They've got to settle down. They don't want to get rattled, and Bo's got to settle his players. He's got to talk to them, but they're all up along the bench. No one's sitting down, so that's always a good sign. They don't feel defeated. They want to get into this game.
Yes, they do, and I believe that might have been a first goal for one of the players on that team. I saw number 7 Cronin holding that puck, asking the referee if he could keep it for his teammates. So might be a first goal for Antelope. Congratulations to him. As now puck goes into the corner. Now it's DiBenedetto centering pass for Cahill, which just misses his stick. Big hit there along the boards. And now Utah on the power play for 3 minutes now. Let's see if they can do something. And this is a 5-minute major, so they score. They still get that power play. Steve Benedetto into the zone, sending it in, ringing it around the boards. Incidental contact there after the puck was sent in. As now it's Landon Kusick making a move in the slot, shooting. Good save there by Barabesh with 11:27 to go in tonight's second period.
Yeah, he's settled down and he's got back his form. He's seeing the puck really well right now here in the second period.
So 11:27, as I mentioned, 2:39 to go on the Utah power play. Grand Canyon up 5-3 currently, coming into this period down and just coming out and
3-2,
dominating.
and they've got 3 unanswered points. And that doesn't help.
Yeah, they're coming out with some fire. And into the zone they come, having a shot. That one goes wide. And if you're Utah, big hit there by Dix along the boards. Utah sending a message that they are far from done, and this game is far from over. Yeah. Dix into the zone. He comes. Slowing down. Stick handles across to Meyer. Meyer faking the shot. Taking another shot. Blocked. Rebound. Goes to DiBenedetto. Shot from up top from Dix. Goes in around behind. As it's DiBenedetto again in the corner. Over to Dix. Dix. Up top. Firing. He scores! It's Dix from the point. And Utah gets one back.
Right through the 5-hole. What a play.
What a setup there, too. The Utes were making sure they found an open lane. And Dix just blasted that one from the point. And if you're Barabash, the goaltender for the Lopes, there is not much you could do in traffic when tracking that puck. You got Utes in front of you trying to make sure you can't see that puck. They did a good job there. And I'm pretty sure Dix is going to get credit for that goal because I didn't see it hit anyone or tip anyone.
Nah, that looked like it was a laser straight straight through the pads.
Looks pretty clean to me. So Dix getting one back for the Utes, and that was very much needed here. As now it's Najera, product from Mexico City. One of the 2 international players the Utes have on this team. The other coming from St. Petersburg, Russia. Grand Canyon sends it back into the Ute end. To be retrieved by Meyer. Utes now. Into the zone they come. It's Light.
He's so fast.
Yes, he is. Light with the puck. Up top to Polo. Over to Meyer. Meyer, a shot. It's tipped and does not go in, I don't think. It almost
looked in the glove. Yep.
Wow, I thought that went in. I thought I saw
There are a couple of sticks being raised, but Barabash had that in his and he's got some really dark pads.
Wait, it's a goal.
They're going to talk about it. Did he go back to retrieve that with his glove out of the net? They're giving him the goal.
It's a goal, yeah. The Utes score. It's a tipping goal from the point yet again. And just like that, the Utes tie things back up at 5. Okay, wait, we don't know if it's a goal. The referee's talking to Bo Bertinoli. Bo doesn't look too happy. And it was a high stick. Okay, that does make sense. I know the Ute side isn't going to be happy about that one, but that was that. I was going to say, if originally that was a goal, that looked like a high stick. It did look, the stick of, I think it might have been Paulo down there. It looked like it was high.
Yeah, it's hard. We don't have our full production studio up and running, and so we can't back it up and slow it up. We got a goal cam down there, so if you want to check it out yourself, you can certainly go back after the broadcast. It'll be up on the YouTube channel for the Skating Utes, and you can look for yourself on the goal cam of whether or not you think that puck was in the high stick or not.
Yeah, it looks to me like it was a high stick. I'll be honest with that one there. I know it. Obviously us being the Utah production crew here for the Utah broadcasting might not be too happy with it, but it was a high stick. It's a good call by the officiating staff, but they can't. What I didn't like with that is you can't say it's a goal and say it's not a goal. You can't.
Yeah,
you got to make up your mind.
They almost called the goal twice.
Yeah,
and then took it off the board, and yeah, that's frustrating.
Yeah, you got to be consistent with what you call. I do agree with the high sticking call. I saw a stick up high, but everyone's got to agree. All the officials got to agree. You got to keep it consistent. So a little bit of a hiccup there, but I'm not sure what we're waiting on now. The officiating staff now talking to the coaching staff from Grand Canyon University. I keep wanting to say Arizona State. That's next weekend. Utah will be at Arizona State.
I'm not sure what the discussion was, but everybody seems to be satisfied, and we're going to get back to playing. But no, the two they're going to chat about it some more, and I'm not sure. If there's I don't know why the Lopes would have exception with this, but apparently there's something the coaching staff did not like. Again, maybe just the inconsistency away that this way in and out and then out.
Yeah, not quite too sure what the conversation is down there with the officiating staff, but I guess all the players get a little bit of a rest halfway through the second period here.
So, yeah, there's got to be, I don't know if they're, I'm at a loss, Patrick.
Yeah, I am too. I'm not quite sure what the talk is down there. And it looks like King wants a word with the officiating staff, but.
Well, the linesman's involved in this, so I'm not sure what that's about. Linesman is nowhere near the play unless he had a pure sight line. I can't remember if he was on the bench side or if he was on the broadcast side. From the bench side, he probably could have seen something the two referees could not have. Nope, they're gonna have a face off.
It's a
face off.
It's a face off. Okay,
linesman can't call that.
Okay,
but two referees are still discussing it. All right, we're back to hockey action, but it's out of the zone, which is interesting. Still 1 whole minute left on the power play.
Utah already getting one goal on that power play. Centering pass, backhand. That one goes wide from King.
Yeah, King had that too far on the heel of his stick.
And that puck.
In order to get that lifted properly, make the shot, just went wide on him. I'm sure he wants that one back.
That puck goes out of play for a Souvenir. They're going to grab another puck from the scorer's table.
So I texted Alex after last weekend. He was pretty happy to be back on the ice. He got injured in the first game of last season, had to sit out the entire season as the captain of the team. Very discouraging, but he's really appreciating being back on the ice and leading this team once more.
Yes, he is. You could definitely tell, too, as the guy saved there by Anderson. You can see the leadership he provides for this Utah team.
Yeah, he's certainly the on and off ice leader of this team. But they've got despite a lot of rookies on this team.
One-time play in the slot. Shot again, hitting the post and going wide. And Grand Canyon tries to get it out. They are successful as Dix couldn't find the puck. As Landa Kusick has possession now. Into the zone he comes. Makes a nice little move there.
That's stretched out too much to...
Yeah. As now it's Meyer up top. Trying to go across Landa Kusick, but it hits a couple of Lopes. And now Grand Canyon back at even strength. Only surrendering
with their sleeper. They did a really good job.
Good pad save by Anderson. And he made two stops there as that number 17, Potash, was coming right out of the box from his penalty. As now it's Nahara Nahara,
Mexico City. He's pretty speedy.
he's pretty skilled as well. I remember when I talked to him before the season started, you were talking about, he's from Mexico City and everything. Hockey obviously not too big of a sport there, but very interesting. And he's definitely a great hockey player. Definitely happy to have him here at the U. So 8:05 to go in the first period.
Yeah, score is still 5-4 Lopes. Utah gave up 3 unanswered goals, but got one back under this power play, this major power play for kneeing.
And so it's Paulo into the zone. He comes, makes a nice couple moves. Paulo trying to center it. Kind of did after hitting a couple players. As now it's Larson for GCU centering, and it hits a couple players, but it's kept in by Kramer. GCU now taking it out, regrouping, and into the zone. They try to come. Good defense by Utah, and the whistle's going to blow.
Offside.
Offsides is the call. So 7:17 to go in period 2.
Shots favor Utah 17-13, and 2 goals that Anderson would like back. He got scored on by his own player in the first period, and then he came out of his net, got trapped behind the net. Puck came right out in front. Easy sweep in, easy goal. What do they call this? Intentional offside. Apparently 81. I'm certain that maybe not sure who was offside, but there's somebody really deep in the zone. They're calling this intentional offside. Puck comes all the way back to the offensive zone for the Utes.
So Milic a shot, picks up his own shot off the shin guard of Hernandez. Puck sent around. Back over to Milic. Milic up top, finding Romero, but it's poked away.
What's interesting is that play that they have there where the cut player coming through at diagonally is almost a play that you exclusively see in lacrosse.
Now it's GCU, waiting, shooting. Good block there by the Ute defense. As GCU peels back to regroup. Off the boards and sent in. Excellent execution for the defensive change for GCU, as it's now Dix in the Ute end. Dix still skating.
And there's a huge hook, not called.
And sent all the way back down the other way, as it's going to be Milic.
I'm not sure how they called that icing off. That was definitely a race to the dot won by the Utes.
Now it's Meyer. One-time opportunity for Jerome. Just goes wide.
Good execution by the Utes. That cut play again.
Now it's the Utes again. Jerome taking it out. That shot was tipped a couple of times. As it's Landon Kusick now. He holds the puck, stick handles to Di Benedetto, who maintains
almost
possession.
Gets hauled down.
Yeah. And he still has the puck. And he's hit hard off the puck, and his helmet almost falls off. But it's still Landon Kusick. What a move by Landon Kusick. Oh, my goodness. In the high slot. Shooting. He scores! Are you kidding me? Landon Kusick evens the game at 5.
Right to the 5-hole again.
Oh, my goodness. That is just something else right there. Are you actually kidding me?
That is definitely a highlight reel.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's even going to get has to get an assist on that. That was all single-handed, skating through the whole entire team and then just pumping it hard right to the 5-hole.
I'm at a loss for words after that one. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that was what a set of hands. That reminds me of Patrick Kane. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Now the game tied up at 5. That's an important one. Utah gets 2 back. They get
starting all over.
Yeah.
Game.
Yeah, 0-0. None of this ever happened.
So that was called on Chow creeping in. Let's see if he creeps in again.
So Utah wins the draw. It's Cahill.
He lost the handle.
King has the puck now, backhands it off the boards and back into the GCU end. Light goes into the corner. It's King in front, shooting. He makes it
right
go
over the
wide.
top.
Excuse me, his shot goes wide. As now the use of the zone again, it's King passing it over to Chow. Chow up top.
Good eyes.
Shot for a wrister from the point goes wide. Dix chasing, and that puck still isn't knocked out yet of the zone, but it will be now. As that puck comes into the zone for GCU. Good save there by Anderson. And a nice little move there by Chow.
Yeah, nice. Kept his eyes on the puck. Circled back. Looks at his options. Nice play by Chow. Just
Now
a
it's
little
light
off.
the boards, and he goes down.
Blew a tire going into the boards.
Yeah, definitely dangerous. You want to be careful over there. As it's Cronin sending it around. As Paulo sends it over to Light. Light pinned along the boards. And it's kept in there by Nahara. Nahara keeping possession with it. Still skating.
Getting harassed pretty heavily.
Nahara still.
Getting interfered with.
Yeah, I
and
was about
held.
to say, that definitely looks like a little bit of interference. As the puck back into the same corner. There's a little bit of a scrum along the wall.
Over there by the Zamboni doors.
Puck up top to Paulo. Tipped in front.
Nice tip.
As Milich sends it around the boards to Ruiz. Nahara coming to try and keep it in, but GCU backhands it out. And Ensign over to Milich. And now Utah attacking it again. Milich, a slapper pad stop by Barabash.
What a juicy rebound.
Milich at the point, sends it back in. McCarthy in the corner. GCU on possession. Cordura passing it to Murphy, but it's taken away there by Milich. Milich with Murphy on his back. Into the zone. He's got to be tired. He's been out there for a while.
Yeah, giving his team a chance to make a change.
You can definitely tell he's
Here
gassed.
goes the sleeper again, number 29. They really like to spread that out.
And that puck's taken away by Di Benedetto. Centering pass broken up there by McNeil. Jerome. And now it's GCU sending it all the way out. And Hernandez is going to get on his horse.
2-on-1.
Centering pass. And a big
Anderson
hit
gets crushed.
by Dix. Dix also, I believe, only a freshman.
Strong on his skates, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, he's a big guy. As now it's Di Benedetto again with possession. Into the corner he goes. It's Jerome off of a skate. Dix a slapper. Good save there. And it's still loose in front. No second shot comes of it, but Utah regains possession. A shot. King blocked there by Laban. As Utah still has possession, it's Jerome sending it back in to King. King across the zone to Meyer. Meyer dropping it off for Landon Kusick. Landon Kusick back up top. And that puck's tipped, and Dix is going to retrieve with Weidenbaum on his back. GCU into the zone they come. An open shot for them. Shooting. That one goes wide. GCU
Well, they have Dix's number. They certainly want to punish him for the two nasty hits that he's had tonight.
as Dix skates into the zone. Under a minute to go here in the second period. Tie game at 5. It's Grand Canyon into the zone. And now it's King. Alex King clears it into the zone and allows some freshly rusted Utes to get onto the ice. Light with the puck to Paulo. Paulo a slapper. Good stop by Barabash. As now it's Light. He has a goal tonight as well. Light, a shot, but it's tipped. GCU, that almost goes up and out of play. That could have been a delay of game. as that puck was cleared off the glass, and now it's Paulo. Paulo into this, Light. Light to Landikusic. Landikusic shooting. Good save by Barabesh. And that's going to end play here in the second period. Oh my goodness, what a period. Wow.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and the Utes with 27 shots versus 16. And they were asleep in the first 7 minutes of this hockey game. They had a 5-minute major, and they gave them 3:19 on the clock. They did get a goal out of that. And then they tied the game up, and all of a sudden they became on fire, and they controlled the last 5 minutes of this hockey game.
Yes, they have, and this is quite the matchup so far.
And back to the bad door there.
Yeah.
There we go. They got it open. Had a little bit of mechanical issues with the south end door here for the visiting team, but looks like it's in operation now.
Well, if we've learned anything from these first two periods, it's that you don't want to stop watching this hockey game. You want to come back for the third period because we have got quite the final period of play for you in store, as this one's tied up at 5 going into the break. But the players are going to head to the locker rooms. We're going to grab some water. We'll be back for more action in the third period, so don't touch that remote. Welcome back to Utah Hockey, ladies and gentlemen. This is Patrick McGann alongside Jay Sewell. We're bringing you Utah Hockey on this fine evening in Salt Lake City between your University of Utah Skating Utes and the Grand Canyon University Antelopes.
Yeah, it's been a great game so far. Kind of seen a couple of things, some fluke goals, some heavy hits, some comebacks, some penalties, a major penalty, and we're all tied up. We got 20 minutes to go.
Yes, we do, and it's going to be a great 20 minutes. Wow, those first two periods of play were action-packed. Jay, you said at the beginning of the game, you said it was going to be a track meet, and what do we have? A track meet.
We have a track meet. Both teams got some speed.
Yeah.
Both teams are getting really good goaltending. The score 5-5 doesn't reflect that really, but it's been back and forth. There's been times where the Lopes have dominated. There have been times where the Utes have dominated, and it's a fair hockey match right now, and you kind of wish nobody had to lose.
If I was picking one team to lose, I'd pick Grand Canyon, but
Yeah, I'm trying not to be too much of a homer, but I can understand your sentiment. Oh, nice kick save.
Yeah, I'm employed by the Utes, so a little partial towards them. But it's Cahill with the puck now, over to Jerome, and he's going to be offsides, or one of his teammates is going to be offsides.
Landakusic just couldn't get back. He was skating hard, but he got caught. And but luckily, it's not a intentional offside because he was pretty far in the zone when that play came about.
Yes, he was.
I think the effort of him trying to come back to the blue line rather than skating towards the red line made all the difference of not getting that call.
So puck goes into the zone. It's Chawa shot and hits the protected netting, goes out of play. That faceoff is going to stay in the zone. So as we were talking before the game, or this was before the women's game, Grand Canyon as well, the men's team only has 2 wins as well as their women's team. Got them confused there for a second. Coming into tonight's match, 2-7-3-0 is Grand Canyon, and Utah 4-6-0. And they're on a 3-game losing streak currently after that weekend in North Dakota, but that really doesn't reflect a bad hockey team. They played 2 very, very good hockey teams. Now it's Grand Canyon right out of the zone.
There's that sleeper again.
It's Green. Breakaway shooting, he scores.
Yeah, Utes did really well picking that up in their first period. The second and third period, they've been their defense has been full. They've been putting that guy deep towards the blue line in the offensive zone for the Lopes, and they just that actually finally paid off for them. They've been trying that play all game, and now they got the score they wanted off of it.
Yeah, I mean, you could see him from a mile away. That faceoff was in the Lope zone. They got it out quickly, and Trey Green.
If you've never been on the ice and played, it's a different game on the ice. It's such an easy game to play from the stands.
Oh, yes. I remember you saying that last broadcast. Yeah.
You see all the seams. You see the entire surface. You see everything. When you're on the ice, you got just a couple of things that, you're always worrying about getting checked. You got making a mistake, and it's just it's tough.
So great break up there by Meyer. He probably just saved a goal, as that was a one-time opportunity waiting for the Lopes, as now it's Nahara. In the corner he goes, has Meyer up top. He does find Meyer. Meyer a shot. You can see that little hole that he could have picked, but he was just a little wide on his shot.
Yeah, I missed the short side. It was heading that way, but he was about 8 inches too far to the goalie's right.
So Utah regroups and resets. It's Nahara trying to get deep into the zone. And that puck hits a Lope, and it's going to be Landakusic dropping it off there for Jerome. Jerome, and he goes, and the puck's poked away. And GCU forcing Utah to regroup, as now it's Milic across the line. Milic skating it in and around behind. Backhand shot, rebound. That one goes wide. As it's Jerome and around behind. Now Landakusic. Let's see what he does here. Landakusic skating, finding Jerome. Hits his stick and goes to Paulo. Paulo sends it back and around behind for Jerome, who lets it go to Landakusic. Landakusic centering, pass in front. The puck's loose. Backhand shot.
What
Good save.
Yeah, that was a fabulous save. got that leg pad stretched out. You player could not lift it over that pad.
So now it's Landon Kusick. Again, having a shot. That one just goes high and wide. Paulo to retrieve. Dumping it into the zone.
It's really fun to watch Landon Kusick try and shoot that puck. It's just a laser.
He is quite the hockey player, and we're very lucky to have him here at the U. As now it's Meyer. Meyer with the puck. It's poked away.
I'm also impressed with Dix tonight. His play in the defensive zone and his offensive skill is just it's really good. It's just
yeah, he's a classic offensive enforcer.
Yeah.
Defenseman. Yeah, he can do everything. And that puck shot all the way in, and it's going to hit Landon Anderson's glove and go out of play as he tried to reach up and snag that one, despite it being way off net. So, Grand Canyon 1-6-1 on the road.
Yeah, it's been a tough start for them, but entering D1, it's always a surprise. And lucky they're over here on the western coast. They're not playing all those top 20 teams that the Utes have had to go through all these years to get to this level.
Yeah, a lot of the top 20 teams coming out of the Midwest and the east side, but there are some teams in the West Coast up there. Arizona State, Nevada, Las Vegas.
Yeah, Adrian's ranked number 1, and the national championship from last year is in the top 5, and Jamestown's in the top 20, and so had to go to Minot, last year's national champions last weekend, and had to play Minot also. So it's an interesting weekend for the Utes. Strength of schedule helps in the computer ranking. You got tripped right over the top of the goal.
There's going to be a penalty assessed here to Grand Canyon, but as Anderson heads to the bench, and it's going to be touched up by Grand Canyon, and
that was a late touch-up.
Yes, it was, and it's
Very
going to be
whistle.
a slash. Yeah, it seems like most of the top teams in the country, not only from the Midwest, there's a lot of ACHA Division I talent in the state of Michigan. You got Eastern Michigan, you got Adrian, Michigan Dearborn. A lot of teams in the top 10, top 25, I should say.
Well, then you've got
Michigan.
Ohio
as well.
And you've got Morris, Robert Morris of Illinois.
Chicago, baby.
Yeah.
Sweet home Chicago.
They're merging with somebody, aren't they?
I believe there was talk. When we had those ACHA executives out last weekend, one of them had worked with Robert Morris for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they are anymore, but I do remember him saying something along those lines. Now it's Dix in the corner with the puck. Dix skating it in, as we've seen so many times before.
That's off the mark there. Wanted to carry its speed into the zone and just didn't have it.
And a big hit on Landon Kusick there. As now it's Meyer into the zone. He has Landon Kusick up top, and he's outside of the zone just by a little bit.
That's tough. It was so close, but the linesman's right on the line, calling it offside. So regroup outside the zone. Minute 26 left on the penalty to the Lopes.
So Di Benedetto taking the draw against Aguirre. Puck sent across the opposite side and rung around the boards for Landon Kusick to chase. He has Di Benedetto. Now Landon Kusick with the puck. High slot. Shooting. Doesn't get to the net as it's blocked by a Lope defender.
He does have a quick release, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Up top, the puck goes to Dix. Dix, he has a goal from the point side. Shooting! There's another one! Dix from the point, his second of the evening. And once again, we are tied.
Power play goal. Yeah, that's the answer that the Utes wanted to get back into this game. And we've seen a very good jump in their step every time they've scored. So we got 14:41 left in the period. We're back tied again, 6-6. We started the period 5-5. So in a little over 5 minutes, we've had 2 goals scored. Both teams have scored in this period.
So it says on here, via point streak, ACHA, that Dix had no goals coming into tonight's game. So he's got 2 now on the season.
Yeah, he might have just skated himself into the permanent lineup.
Yeah, for sure.
at least for tomorrow night.
He's definitely a difference maker tonight's contest. Okay, well, the goal's going to go to Meyer, actually, as we hear from the public address announcer.
Must have tipped it.
Yeah, it must have been a tip.
Whoa, that's a dangerous play.
So what happens when you're a defender taking those shots from the point. Sometimes those forwards will tip them in and take your goal from you, but it doesn't matter. It's a team game.
Yeah, it's a point.
Indeed it is. Sometimes the assist is much more valuable than the actual goal. As now, it's Milic with the puck. He just flips out of the zone. As Grand Canyon sends that puck in, but it's sent right back out by Paulo. Paulo to Milic, who sends it in, hits a player. Now it's Light. Light scored the first goal of tonight's contest. Into the zone he comes. Light pushed off the puck. Utes still on it, though, having a shot and goes wide. It's Meyer, and that puck's going to hit Milic's stick in an awkward way and trickle out of the zone. 13 and a half minutes to go in tonight's third period. We're tied at 6.
Yeah, it's been a really good action. The fans are really getting their money's worth today. All of you out on YouTube watching this, stick with us. It's going to be a wild 13 minutes left. Probably actually take 20 minutes to a half hour to play it.
As that shot
Score.
goes bar down and in the back of the net. Wow, that is one heck of a shot there by Brett Kramer for
Yeah,
GCU.
that's what they call a seeing eye puck. That puck, somebody just scored their first goal. They want that puck so that they can provide it to the player for his first puck on the team and in Division I.
So, Utah back to chasing one goal here, and they're not doing themselves any favors.
No, and this is the first time that they didn't have that after scoring the goal, had that jump in their step. They did have some good zone time, but again, just sometimes it's a game of who makes the most mistakes or the least mistakes, and right now Utah's got to regroup and try and be a little more structured in their defensive zone. Can't play offense the entire game. Sometimes you got to play defense.
Indeed, and not too much of a defensive showing tonight for either side. Shot from the point, that one goes wide. As Cahill sends it right back in. And around the boards for Landa Kusick. You could probably assume that Landa Kusick is going to be out there. I mean, he already logs most of the minutes, but going down the stretch here, you're going to want your best player out there to score your goals.
Yeah, he's going to get double shifted.
As now it's Jerome in the corner. As now Landa Kusick has Cahill up top. Cahill back to Landa Kusick. And the puck heads out. Now Grand Canyon, if they hustle, have an odd man rush. Great defense there by Paulo. Centering pass in the slot. Shooting, good block there by Cahill. Giving up his leg there. And Grand Canyon somehow keeps it in the zone by a couple of bounces. As now it's Larson. Larson, a shot, and that one somehow finds its way in.
That's 2 times they've gotten 2 lucky bounces.
Jalen Cordura makes the lead 2 for Grand Canyon yet again. The 14th goal of the night.
Yeah, this is when Utah's just got to get down. We're going to have a goalie change here. And it looks like Anderson's night's over. And it looks like we've got Mock in number 32.
Connor Mock coming in.
He's got a .91 save percentage and a 3.0 goals against average. So slightly better than Anderson, but Anderson's actually had a pretty good night. It's just his third period just came out a bit flat. The whole team's come out a little bit flat.
Yes, they have. As Mock, 2 games played on the season, 1 win and 1 loss. So now it's going to be Utah dumping it in the zone, and it's going to be gloved up by Barabash.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 14 goals scored on the night. Who would have thought? I thought this would be more of a 4-5 or a 3-2 game, and 33 shots by the Utes, only 19. But out of those 19, 8 of them have gone in past Anderson, and his night's over. He's going to have to sit and regroup in his head.
He's definitely frustrated with himself. You know, a couple of those goals, he can't do much about. He can't blame himself, but he's just got to clear the mind. He can dwell on it now, but by tomorrow, puck drop.
Yeah, he's got a long runway ahead of him, though. He's actually a very, very solid goalie. And
Yes, he is. As that puck goes in the corner to light, he definitely has a bright future here. As Grand Canyon sends it all the way down.
again, this time they had two people behind the defense. Yeah, now Utah's going to have to take some chances. They're going to have to, even with 11 minutes left, they're going to have to release the D to come into the zone and help in the offensive rather than just sit back. And we'll see if they do that or not. We'll see if they have to move the D to the center of the ice and not cover the corners. But they've now dug a hole for themselves.
2 to tie and 3 to win. So if it's anything like the game's been so far, they can get goals at ease. As Cahill sends it back the other way. Has a shot blocked there by Cronin. And now it's Grand Canyon coming into the zone, and Mock freezes that one up with 10:53 to go in tonight's contest.
Yeah, Mock was on the team last year as well as Jake Slaw, number 31. Anderson's a rookie to the team, and all three of them have seen action so far. So it's good to have a rotation. I don't think there's a goalie controversy on the team at all. I think all of them want to play. All of them are getting playing time.
You do run into that issue, though, where you got to pick one, especially down the stretch of the season, but it's still early. But
yeah, there's a point where a clear number one will come out, but we're only in this is the 11th game of the season out of 30-some games, so there's still time. We're not quite at the third mark. I guess we're a little over the third mark, but so there's an opportunity for someone to take the net with confidence.
Face-off won by the Lopes, and into the zone they come. Wow, and a fortunate bounce. They're going to have a shot. That one's high and wide. So they send it back into the zone. As Utah.
We've got 2-on-1 developing here, but good back checking by the
Shot.
Lopes.
Doesn't get to the net. It's heading the other way.
Yeah, a little bit of chasing the puck right now by Utah. Someone wants to be a hero. They got to get back to their structure.
Ensign does a good job sending the puck right back into the zone. Nice head fake there from Madrid to break the puck out. So that shot hits the stick of Mock and goes wide.
Yeah, goalie coming right off the bench. You're going to just test him.
Now it's King. Alex King into the zone. That shot's poked away. Puck in the corner. Up top to Paulo. A shot doesn't get to the net. Good block there.
Juicy rebound, but nobody in front of the net.
Is that puck kept in there by Light? Good job. He had to double tap that puck to keep it in. He hits a player off the puck, and yeah, that's going to be interference. He wasn't playing the puck.
Yeah, they're down 2 goals, taking the penalty 200 feet away from your own net. Not a smart penalty to take. I know they want to win. I know they're frustrated right now the way the start of the period's gone here, but there's still a little under 10 minutes to play. That's a lot of time in hockey. And you're right, Patrick. They need to score 2 to tie and 3 to win. It's possible.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Blackhawks 2 goals in 17 seconds, so as long as there's at least 17 seconds on the clock.
I just remember Toronto with 2 minutes left, up 3 goals on Boston to advance in the playoffs, and they lost.
Yep. Not a huge fan of the Boston Bruins, but nonetheless, it's possible. Utah could get back in this game. Right now they're killing a penalty, though.
Yeah, it takes 2 minutes of offensive time off the clock for them.
Yes, it does. That puck goes all the way down, and it's going to be Nahara, a quick skater, applying pressure. As GCU's on the attack now, sending it in. I mean, if you're GCU, you have the lead. You just got to really just defend it now. You don't need to go out and score.
Yeah, I just want to burn time off. The clock is going really, really slow for the Lopes and way too fast.
And
There
they
we go.
score. That's what I was saying. The
Power
one-time
play goal.
attempt, I don't know how that puck didn't go in, but they kept going, and that could probably put this game on ice for GCU. It looked like it was, I'm pretty sure, number 82 getting that goal.
Yeah, it's tough going into a tie game 5-5, and right now it's we got 9-6. Again, on only 19 shots, it's a little bit of a frustration. Now you just hope that things don't get out of hand or way too chippy. But again, maybe Utah wants to send that message for tomorrow night.
For sure, yeah, they're not done yet. I mean, tonight might look a little bleak, but they're going to come out and play hard tomorrow because you take away, those two, garbage goals
Yep.
from GCU, and you got a one-goal game. So,
It seems like nobody can stop the net tonight. Stop the puck tonight. It's like a
Yeah.
beach ball out there.
yeah.
The net's looming a lot larger than it normally is tonight for both teams.
So that puck sent all the way down the other way. Di Benedetto doesn't have enough room to have a breakaway on the play as it's Jerome now. Sending it to Paulo, who slides it right back in. One-time play for Jerome. Shooting good save, and Barabash is going to freeze the puck up.
Yep, so it starts.
Yep.
7.5 minutes, or 7 minutes, 53 seconds left, and there's going to be a lot of crashing the net. And we just hope that everybody keeps their cool. We don't need anybody to get a misconduct and miss tomorrow night's game.
Yeah, this is at this point you're not looking to get suspended. This is, one-time play. They shoot. They score.
There's
Di
one.
Benedetto.
There's
Tapping
one.
goal there. Joseph Di Benedetto getting one back for the Utes.
That took all of 3 seconds.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, what I like about this is Bo's got his team playing 60 minutes, and that's what you want. You want a team to compete. Even in a loss, you got to walk off the ice knowing that you competed.
As long as you leave it all out there, you can never be disappointed with how your team plays or how you played. If you go out there and give it your all every night, there's nothing you could be upset about as that puck is sent in to the zone. So definitely a sense of urgency here from the Utes. I mean, I guess never say die, as
No?
the Utes still have an opportunity. One time in
wow,
front.
that was close too, right in the middle of the
Kept
slot.
in, though. Myra shot gloved up there by Barabash.
So now, Utah is pinching a little bit. As you can see, the defensive man came down the boards. They put a guy in the middle, and they put two people crashing the net. They're hoping to just fire from the outside. You got all those legs, all those sticks, and you're hoping for that, the bank shot to get that garbage goal and get back in this team.
So Grand Canyon wins the draw. It's going to be Murphy centering it, but it's picked off. But then poked away by Grand Canyon, and they bring it back into the zone. If you're Utah, you want, these next 7 minutes, you want to be in Grand Canyon's end as much as you can. And Grand Canyon, they want to be in Utah's end as much as they can, just waste time.
Yep. It's just now it's a game of the clock. Is what kind of pressure can you put on? Can you make a push here with just under 7 minutes left? Yep, there a little discussions again around the net. Referee's just standing there, making sure it doesn't get out of hand. I don't want to jinx this or anything, but this is one of the better games of the goal not coming off the posts. We've only had it once tonight where we've had to stop play and put the post back on, and that was down on the north end of the ice. So, we've got those Wiley posts, which are required by the ACHA if you don't have the 10-inch pegs that the NCAA requires.
So now it's taken away by Grand Canyon with just under 7 minutes to be played in tonight's contest. Puck goes in front, almost another own goal there. As now it's Perry. We haven't seen too much of him tonight. Perry into the zone.
That's, again, by nice coaching by Bo. He's letting some players play and see what they can see. Again, you don't want to waste that opportunity to learn about your players because you just never know. Sometimes you put that fourth line out there to see who on the fourth line can come up and be a star in the goal. But I tell you, the Lopes in the third period just came on, and they pretty much silenced this crowd.
Oh, yeah.
You can hear a pin drop in here other than the music that Jason's playing down there. I Dream of Jeannie? Really?
So
I don't know where Jason gets his eclectic music, but that was pretty funny. Never been in a hockey game that played I Dream of Jeannie.
It's definitely not the type of music you want when you're trying to fire up your team.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's the Utes coming into the zone. A one-time play in front, just missed there by Chow. As it's Chow again, a shot, good save by Barabash. Just under 6 minutes to go. King in the corner, along with Chow.
Good rub.
And a penalty call against
penalty
Chow.
On Chow.
Wow. Yeah, you can hear a big groan from the crowd and the bench of Utah here.
Yeah, he elbowed. I'm pretty sure that's the call. Right up under the chin. Cordura holding his mouth a little bit. He might have a pretty good cut. They're all looking at it.
He's gone. Chow's got to leave.
Yeah, Chow, that was an intent to injure. If that's a major, that's
that could be
that's 5 minutes out of 5 minutes and 29 seconds left in the game, and this is exactly what we didn't want.
Yeah, King not happy about the play. He's explaining what he saw. I didn't see it too blatant of an elbow. I saw definitely something, but
yeah. See, the referee's explaining. He put the elbow up into the chin.
So we're gonna get a server in the box. Kinslow.
He was on the ice, so he's got to serve it.
King not happy about the call. Utah not happy about the call. But all of 29 seconds in this game will not be power play. So pretty much for the rest of this game.
Yeah, Utes will be on the PK for 5 minutes. There's nothing they can do about that. 5 minutes actually have to tick off. So unless they've got some magic in their shorthanded goal, and maybe that's what they have to do. Maybe they have to play a 3-on-5 and put a sleeper out in the center, see if they can catch them off guard.
So it's Grand Canyon now on the attack. They're just looking to put one in or waste the time and just finish this one out. Shot from the point, that one goes wide.
Yeah, they got full control of this game now.
Yes, they do. Into the zone they come. A shot, empty net, they score.
And that's 1 out of 5 minutes.
Jeffrey Payne puts in the empty net rebound.
It took 31 seconds. So yeah, this is going to be a tough one to swallow for the Utes. It's building's quiet. Some of half the players are sitting on the bench now. It's just it's very discouraging to be in this position where you're on the PK for the rest of the game. And again, I understand the elbow. Whether Chow did it intentionally or not, only Otto will know. But King and the team saw it differently. Thought it should be 2 minutes, not 5. But the refs make that call.
Utes definitely frustrated tonight by a GCU team with only 2 wins on the season so far. So on paper, the Utah team that was better definitely frustrated this evening. And as you said, Jay, it is quiet in here. Wow.
Yeah, it is pretty quiet. We don't have people leaving, so they're supporting the team, which is what you want to see. That the team's still trying to compete, but now they have to sit in their box formation for another 3 minutes and 50 seconds, and it's frustrating to end a game like this.
Yes, it is. And
score's one thing, but to be on the PK the last 5 minutes of 5 minutes and 29, that's definitely a downer.
As GCU has the puck now in the zone, they just move it at ease. And they're not done either. A shot tip from the point as it went wide. Yeah, they are definitely not done in this game either. They want to score as much as they can. And one-time play that doesn't even get there. Dix is just going to slap it, and it's kept in there by the Lopes.
Yeah,
As it's
and
Murphy.
Bill Burton, the coach, has got his arms crossed. That's always when a coach is a little frustrated with his team. They always walk around with their arms crossed. So he's not happy with what he's seeing on his team. It's not an effort issue.
Shot. And, yeah, he's definitely not happy with the team. He could expect some sort of speech after this one, unfortunately, for the Utes. But that's just how it is. And that puck's going to be sent all the way down the other way.
Yeah, Bo's father, John, coached his team for, I don't know, over 5 years, maybe something like 7 or 8 years. And, that's when they were in Division II. And, they played in the national championship twice. Never really getting that national championship, but that propelled them to be able to get into the D1 program. Top 60 teams out of 600 play in D1, so it's the top 10% that get to play at this level.
So a save there by Melk. He's going to freeze that one up. 2:22 remaining on the Utah penalty.
I like his racing stripes. He's got a racing stripe on his helmet, and he's got them right up his pads. That's given the new jerseys we have, that's a pretty classic combination.
Oh, yeah. Definitely like that. I like the new jerseys as well. Definitely very crisp looking as the puck's maintained by Grand Canyon until it's poked away. Somehow stays in the zone for the Lopes, and now they bring it back in. It's Larson. It's a Cronin. Cronin going to wind up and shoot. Has a shot. It's still loose as Meyer has possession, and he sends it all the way out.
Yeah, those penalty killers needed a rest. They had been out there for quite some time, and yeah, again, Bo's just got to say, look, we got to raise our level, compete tomorrow night. We should have a tired bunch, more tired on their side, not just because of the travel, but the altitude. It's sometimes hard to sleep. Anybody knows that comes out here to do the mountains to ski, that those first couple of nights are pretty tough.
Oh, yeah.
No matter how much water you drink, it's just it's tough.
Oh, yeah, very dry and not a lot of air up here. As Landon Kusick has the puck now. Drops it off for Light. Light a shot. Good blocker save. Minute and a half to go. Minute to go on the penalty kill for the Utes. This is the type of score you'd see across the street at Rice Eccles Stadium. This is a football score.
Yeah, tomorrow, number 8.
Actually, 7 now. The Utes are 7.
Yeah, that's right. They climbed up 1 and 7 on the poll, and UCLA's coming into town tomorrow. And, it's the one thing that the Utes have always been dogged by is, we've talked about this even on the hockey broadcast before, is they always lose one game they should win.
Oh,
and that was a USC game every year. Every year they have something that happens to them that they
football. Yes,
yeah, in football there's a game that they're running the table and they give it up to a team that they should beat every year.
Yeah. And it's just frustrating because we've never beat them at USC, and everyone thought this was the year. But regardless, that propelled this team to not lose a game since. Hopefully they'll stay that way, and they'll stay in the national championship contention race. But back to hockey here, 30 seconds to go. Kinslow out of the box as he comes out with some fire. Grand Canyon. And that puck is, the stick is literally slashed out of Urch's hand. No call. Actually, there will be a call.
There was a call
Thank
to
you.
the back judge, yep.
Thank you. As that's a clear slash. And it'll send a hook. Okay.
Well, do you pull the goalie? Why not?
17 seconds. Whoa, what was I saying earlier? 17 seconds, the Blackhawks did it, but that was 2 goals, not 3.
Yep. Yep, but they're gonna keep Tyler in net.
They're just gonna win the faceoff. Back it goes to Dix. Back up at the point. 10 seconds to go. It's Meyer. Not sure he knows how much time is left. 5 seconds to go on the clock.
There's no clock on this end, so it's hard.
One-time play in the middle, and the horn's going to sound. That's all for tonight. Final score: Grand Canyon University 10, University of Utah.
Always
7.
makes the road trip feel better, and congratulations to the Lopes. They played an outstanding third quarter. We had hoped that they'd be a little tired, but they showed no signs of that. They got some jump in their step as soon as they went up 6-5, and all of a sudden it was 6-6, and then they just ran away with it.
Yes, they did. And what a third period for them. They never took their foot off the gas pedal. They're going to improve to 3 wins, 7 losses, and I believe 3 ties is that third place setter there. And Utah's going to fall to 5-6 on the season.
Yeah, it's a tough loss, and apparently King and this buddy, they know each other. Probably King played juniors out of Gillette, Wyoming, and might be a friend of his, Kramer. So it was an interesting game. You got to hand it to the Lopes. They never quit and win by 10-7.
Wow, yeah, football score tonight here at the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. But with that, it's time for us to sign off here in Salt Lake City. That's all the time we have left in tonight's broadcast. Thank you for tuning in. It was quite a dandy between the Utes and the Antelopes of Grand Canyon University. After it's all said and done, Grand Canyon takes the win 10-7. 17 goals scored tonight, as we were saying, like a football game. But thank you for tuning in. This is Patrick Morgan along with Jay Sewell saying thank you and so long. The Utes are going to be back on tomorrow night. The women's team at about 4:30 and the men's team at about 7:30. We'll be back with more Utah hockey this weekend to close things out. But this is Patrick McGann signing off from Salt Lake City, hoping you enjoyed the broadcast and that you have a great rest of your evening and a great rest of your weekend.